How's everyone doing today? My name is Jeff Bittner, and I was asked to come here and tell you a little bit about myself. I am 19 years old. To go on and talk about myself, I decided to tell a little story. I've told the story before, but it's a little funnier because it actually happened in this room. It was probably 6 or 7 years ago, and I was the American Heart Association Red Cap spokesperson. And I was coming here on that day to give a little speech, and me and my family was going to come up and tell a little about my story and what happened. And I remember it was a very exciting day. I got to meet a lot of different people, and I knew I was going to be the center of attention. I was going to get to meet Ron Hoon, which is very exciting. And I remember coming up here as a child, and I just kind of came up here and I said, my name's Jeff Bittner. I like to play chess. I'm just a normal guy. And I remember standing up here and looking at everyone, and I was just smiling. And my mom and dad had prepared a little speech to give everyone, and I didn't really know what they had planned, but I knew it was going to be something definitely interesting, and it was something that I was going to look forward to hearing as well. My mom and dad both got up here, and my mom, she's a little emotional, so I know she was going to have a hard time, but my dad's usually a very strong, calm, cool, collected individual. Anyways, they both get up here, and they've written multiple pages about what they wanted to say, and my mom's going on about the different heart surgeries I've had, and she talked in depth about when I was born and holding me as a child, and within minutes, the doctors just swooping me away. I had to have procedures done right when I was born, and at that time I was 12 or 13, and at that point I had multiple, over 5 heart-related surgeries, and she went into depth about those, and it was very touching. But the thing that got to me the most was when my dad came up, and he was right next to her the whole time, and he wasn't as calm, cool, and collected as I thought he was going to be. And he kind of gets up there, and he kind of interjected, and he goes on to talk about a story that he admitted that he's never told me, he never told my family, never told my mom, but when my mom was still in the hospital after she had me, and after I had been swooped away, a doctor came and sat with my father and explained to him the severity of my situation and the difficulty of the procedures and how new they were. And if I had been born years earlier, how there wouldn't be a hope in the world for me. My dad said the doctor quoted him some statistic like 1 in 5 chance of me surviving. It's 20%. If I was a betting man, I wouldn't bet on that. But my parents were there for me. Everyone was there for me. The American Heart Association was there for me. Phoenix Children's Hospital was there. And I made it through. To this date, I've had over 10 related heart surgeries. I've been in the hospital more times than I can count on one hand. I've spent months at a time there. Anyways, as my dad told this story, I was in shock. I stood there, and I was sitting next to the podium right here, and I wasn't smiling anymore because I was so overwhelmed. To that point, I had always just been a normal kid, a normal individual. And that's something that the research that American Heart Association has done was able to give to me. To this day, even though I've been through so much, it's still, to me, I'm just Jeff, I have multiple stories of, hanging out with friends, meeting people, spending multiple days with them, encountering them. And when I bring up that I've had heart surgery, I've survived multiple heart-related issues, they're shocked. I've had people call me out on it, and it's really amazing the research that gets done here. 1 in 5 aren't the greatest odds, but I've made it. And if it wasn't for the research that the American Heart Association has done and the other organizations out there, I just want to thank you guys for coming out here to support the cause and support me and support all the future people in need. A couple of the tools, fundraising tools, the website that they have set up is an excellent tool to use. It's great email these days. You can send out an email to all your friends, family, put the link on there. It makes it a lot more convenient. I've done it where I've sent out letters to different businesses, and it makes it really convenient to just have a website for them to go to. My fundraising technique is you just got to talk to anyone and everyone that'll listen. And if you can't get them to come to the Heart Walk, or even if you can't get them to fundraise, if you can just get the awareness out there that's all that we really need. Like I said, thank you guys for coming out here, and thanks for listening to my story, and hope you guys had fun, and go out there and raise some funds. Thank you.